Still don't have a cord yet. Connecting to a mic. Still working on that. But, of course, it is Friday, and we are getting all set up to record our next podcast. He is over here taking pictures and everything, so.
Yep. Picture time, picture time. It's the weekend. Are you ready?
Also, it's the holiday weekend, so we haven't decided yet if we're going to do a holiday 4th of July episode for tomorrow. So if we don't, and you don't see one pop up, happy 4th of July to everybody, and hopefully everybody is having a great weekend so far.
Yeah, we'll post something.
I
Maybe
guess
not a
by the
video,
time
but
you guys see this, I hope you guys had a great weekend, because by the time you guys see this,
it'll be over.
It'll be over. So, yeah. So you ready?
I'm waiting on you, baby.
Happy Friday, guys.
Already stopping it.
Nah.
It's Friday.
Yeah, I always say that. Oh yeah, I do say it's Friday. I'll just stick with that. Yeah, I'll just stick with that. I was trying to change it up, but then I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. Not gonna work for me. Alright. Hey guys, it's Friday, so you know what that means. Friday nights in the Cigar Lounge. And this week's episode, we are going to be discussing pet peeves per our co-worker Jeremiah. So this is for you. But before we jump into our episode today, would you like to let everybody know what type of cigar you are smoking?
I actually looked up the name online because I didn't know how to pronounce it. It's the Isla del Sol. It is by, I believe it's by Drew Estates. I believe they make it. It's a Maduro wrap. Never had it before, but it's nice and soft. It's been in my humidor for a few weeks now. When I got it, it was almost rock hard, but right now it's pretty squishy, which is good, better than it being hard. So it's the, like I said, Isla del Sol. I believe I'm saying that right now that I looked it up, but if I'm still saying it wrong, correct me. I'll be smoking that and having my PBR whiskey with the Coke Energy. And I actually, not to endorse PBR any more than I already do, but I have PBR hard tea. I tried it the other day and it tastes exactly like iced tea and it's delicious. So
yeah, it's actually not that bad. I actually tried it and it tastes exactly like tea.
It's like their coffee tastes exactly like coffee and their hard tea tastes exactly like tea. But their seltzers, I would stay away from those. Those taste like poop. But I highly recommend their hard tea on a nice summer, hot day. Obviously stay hydrated with water too, but it's definitely an adult beverage and it's worth trying out on a nice summer day to feel refreshed.
So, if you've been following me along my journey, of course, you would know that I have already done a episode by myself with pet peeves at work, but Jeremiah asked, because we always ask people who watch if they would like us to do certain topics, we would absolutely go for it and do it. So he asked us to do pet peeves, and it's more like a broad of not just like at work, but like at home, in the car, pretty much pet peeves just period in life. So is there a specific place we should start?
No, I don't care. We could
So-
start. Let's start with.
Let's start with in the car.
Okay.
Because let's start with at home. So when you start your day at home. So, what are your pet peeves?
I got a lot. No,
Oh my.
I'm kidding.
What are your pet peeves at home?
I think you know them. I absolutely hate.
When I don't listen.
Wait, well, that's not
Oh, okay.
that's not really a pet peeve. That's just well, I guess it could be a pet peeve. The one thing that drives me batty is when there's hair in the sink, or just your hair all over the place in the shower, like I said, in the sink, or just on the ground when you leave your hairbrush out with all your hair in it, just on the table. It makes me want to throw up. Not saying anything wrong with your hair, but it's one of those things that just absolutely drives me crazy if anyone does it. Not just you.
Yeah.
Just hair in general, just like in clumps or strands of hair, it bothers me. So I share one, you share one. That's how we'll do this.
Pet peeves at home.
And hopefully this doesn't just turn into a argument.
Yeah, argument between both of us. Pet peeves at home. Oh my gosh. I picked to start with this one. I can't even think of like what pet peeves I have at home.
Come on, what do I do that bothers you? Basically what it is.
Yeah, it would like,
I forgot
my biggest, I guess, it's not really towards him. It's morely towards maybe my biggest pet peeve at home is I love my cat to death, but he attacks me all the time. And he acts so sweet towards me when he is around, but once you walk out the door, he attacks me, and my biggest pet peeve is I don't understand it. You love me one minute and then you hate me the next, and you always try to say it's because he's trying to show me his affection,
It's
and
getting your attention.
it's
too.
like if that's how you get my attention, then that's not the way to do it, and it's like a pet peeve of mine because he does it all the time, and I just don't know how to get him to stop doing it.
You spray your legs with lemon,
Is that lemon?
like that lemon scent or something. They don't like
Yeah.
lemon or something. I don't know, but they won't attack you then.
Yeah, that would be. Because I don't think there's things that you do that annoy me. I can't think of something that would be a pet peeve that you do all the time that annoys me.
Even not something I do, but just you do in general. We both do. Forget the dishes on the sink or the oven.
Oh, biggest. That is a pet peeve of mine. Is that I sit and I do the dishes and then I turn around and there's still some on
That she
the
forgets
stove
about.
that I forget. And the part of it, which is funny too, is that he'll tell me that they're there, and then I still forget by the time I'm just in my own little world doing my just doing them, and then I forget, and it's a pet peeve of mine because I do it constantly all the time, and it's very annoying. Yeah, talking about pet peeves, I could start coming up with yeah, but I think that's pretty much it for at home. Like I said, there's nothing I think that you specifically do.
It's not stuff like I'm not complaining that you do. It's just certain things you do when you don't even think about it too. It's like leaving the lights on
Or leaving the cabinets open.
Leaving the cabinets open. It's just like close the cabinets, close the doors, turn off the lights. There was one time I came home and every single light in the house was on. I'm pretty sure every single light in the house is on.
Yeah, I do see that. That's what I'm saying. Those things can start turning into like pet peeves or like why do you need something that somebody does like constantly all the time. And I guess we could say that before we move on is like, I don't know if you want to maybe like go to Google and like see, or maybe I can go to Google and see like exactly the definition. So then like if somebody's like, it says something that a particular person finds especially annoying. So that's a pet peeve.
So that could be a lot of things.
Yeah, that could literally be anything. So let's move on from home. So the next place you would be is in your car.
In your car.
And
a lot could go wrong in your car.
Pet peeves of people driving slow or cutting you off while you're driving. My biggest pet peeve while driving is when I have to drive back to Illinois and I'm on the highway and there's somebody that's in front of me and they're driving slow. So then I slow down and then I'm going to go to get around them and then I get over in the next lane to go around them and then they speed up. I use very bad language at that point because I'm so frustrated. You were driving so slow and now you decided you're going to speed up your car so I literally cannot get around you. Biggest pet peeve. Like, just let me get around you and you go do what you gotta do and let me go do what I gotta do and just, like, stop. Biggest pet peeve in the car. Like, I just hate when people, like, do stupid things.
When people drive slow in the fast lane is another one for me. I drive a little fast. I wouldn't say crazy fast like some people.
Yeah.
I'll go definitely 75, 80 down the highway, which is 70. But I'm not going to be the one going 100 miles per hour flying by you. Those people, no offense, deserve to either get a ticket or to have something happen to them.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. They don't deserve to have something happen to them, but they deserve to get a ticket at least.
Right.
But I hate in the fast lane, in the left lane, when someone's going just the exact speed limit, like 70, and they're like everyone's passing them in the middle lane or the right lane. It's like, get out of that lane. That's not where you belong. You're a turtle.
I guess that could also mean, like, another thing while driving is, like, when a truck gets over in the fast lane, and then, like, I get it, trucks take probably longer to, like speed up and get to, like, a higher speed, but why would you get over into the fast lane and then try not to go faster than the truck you're trying to pass, and then you have like a bunch of people behind you just like, come on, today would be great, get your truck out of my way. That's another pet peeve of mine too.
Music, pick the music. Driver picks music. Shotgun shuts their cake hole.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I let you pick your music.
That's
not
true.
really a pet peeve, I guess, but I think
For some people it could be a pet peeve. Is that they, like, if they're driving or they get in a car, they want to pick the music they want to pick. They don't want to listen to other people's music. They just want to listen to what they want to listen to. So that could be a pet peeve for some people.
That having it, the air conditioning and heating, turning that on and off when it's 100 degrees out and the air condition and you get cold and next thing you know we're dripping wet.
One of my pet peeves is that when we get into my car, he always has to control like the air and the heat and everything, and I am what is it? I'm trying to think of the word. I'm anemic, So
Are you?
I am. I went to a doctor and then they told me I'm anemic and
They flat out said you're anemic.
yeah. And they said to take like iron to like help and build up your system. So I am always like constantly cold. So when we get in my car and he's like hot, he'll like control it and I'll be over there freezing and then I'll turn it down and then he turns it back up. So now I've just learned to just kind of let him control the heat and the air from now on in my car. Because for a while it was like a big pet peeve for me and then I was just like, forget it.
And this comes from the girl who, going back to her house, pet peeves, sleeps with the fan on when it's 30 below zero out.
Yeah. I like the noise. I don't really like the like.
So
To be
you're
cold,
cold,
I just like
and then you
the
blow
noise.
more cold air at yourself.
I like the noise of
I'm
the
just
fan.
saying that you say you're anemic and you can't stand the cold, but yet you have a fan going, blowing cold air at you, and 30 below zero weather.
But that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with it blowing the cold air or being cold in the room. It's just the noise. Like I like the noise when I go to sleep.
I understand.
Do
I
you?
don't. I don't like the noise.
Okay.
Compromise. See, I get the car and you get the fan.
I guess that's how it works. So, pet peeves at work. And this is funny because we work together, so pet peeves at work. What are your pet peeves at work?
Pet peeves at work.
I hate lazy people. That's a pet peeve of mine. Is that I feel like there's people we work with that are hard workers and there's people that are just lazy. And when
Most of them are lazy. No, I'm kidding.
no, we're not kidding. And
You're kidding.
when
There's some that are lazy.
there's some that are lazy and it's a pet peeve of mine is when they want to make it seem like they do a lot but they don't, and it just drives me insane. Like, don't act like the world revolves around you and it doesn't.
No.
Drama at work is a pet peeve of mine. Don't bring drama to work.
Don't bring your personal life to
Yeah.
work.
Just don't. It's not a place for it. Like, work is work and your outside life is outside, so when you start to bring it together it just gets messy and it's annoying. So just don't do it. Any other pet peeves?
People that are late for work, even if it's a couple minutes, they're late every day. Every single day,
Especially when they live
2 minutes away.
2 minutes away from work.
Live 2 minutes away and yet you can't get to work on time? How does that work? I don't know. I live 5 minutes away and I'm at work early every day.
Yeah. And we have people that live farther than that and they're half hour early to work every day. Just to make sure they're there on time.
Yeah.
People who talk to you, but you can't understand a word they're saying. That's
People who talk in general, like, just won't shut up.
like
Constantly, yep.
my biggest pet peeve is somebody who either talks to me and then is like walking away. And we work at a warehouse, so there's like noise. So when you're talking to me and you're walking away, and then I feel like a jerk because I'm saying like what a bunch of times. I half the time just shake my head because I have no clue what you're saying, or I can't understand what you're saying in the first place. Or you have some that just like talk the whole time, and you're just like, okay, just stop talking. You're just like, okay. I have music on, just stop talking to me. There's times I don't mind talking and having a conversation with somebody, but there's those times where it's like it's okay not to like talk to somebody. It's okay just to stand there and not say 2 words to me and just let me work. Like, some people just don't want to do that.
Yeah, like I say tonight, I don't know.
You would understand. Sorry.
They won't be able to hear it.
Oh.
Because you can't ever hear what we
Oh,
hear,
yeah.
remember?
That's true. Sorry.
Anyways, since we had a little break there, update on the cigar. I didn't know it was a sweet tip cigar, so that was a surprise. It tastes a little, I don't know, like coffee, like a dark coffee, maybe espresso or mocha. I was tasting a little spice at first, but I don't know if that's just mixing with the drink or what, but I do sense a little spice. I'm not sure what it is though. So far, it's really smooth, and as of right now, I'm only through not even the first third yet.
Yeah, but if you.
That's my update. Back to the podcast.
I'm trying. Any other pet peeves at work?
I hate texting. Like, we use it as a form of communication for like managers and stuff.
You didn't get any.
I absolutely hate it. It's like I'm working on the line and I get someone coming up to me like, "Did you look at your phone?" No, I didn't look at my phone. I'm working.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to come talk to me, come walk the 100 feet over here from the other side of the building and ask me the question instead of waiting an hour for a response to a text message.
Right.
Just come talk to me, find me, and ask me the question you need or what you want to do. Don't text me because I look at my phone like once in a blue moon, but when I'm working on the machine and working on the line, I don't have my phone in my hand. One of my biggest pet peeves is when I get a text and it's like, yeah, why haven't you responded? Did you see your message? I'm like, no, I haven't, and I'm not going to. I absolutely hate having that cell phone. Like, it's good for communication, yes, but it's like sometimes there's too much, not too much communication, but communication that takes an hour and a half to get an answer. But if you just go and, like I said, across the building and ask the person, you could have it done within 5 minutes. Yeah, so I would say those are my biggest pet peeves at work.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to take a short break and be right back. Sorry,
Why are we taking a break?
Because we're getting close to the time.
It's already 30 minutes?
Yeah, it just popped up a message to tell me that I needed to.
That went by quick. Doesn't seem like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll just let them know we're going to take a little break and come back. That's why I was asking if there was anything else.
For the video, I am burnt all over. If you can see all this.
Yeah, we went
It's painful.
to the beach today.
Went to the beach.
Yeah, after when it hits like 20, 21, 22 minutes, it'll pop up and be like, once you reach 30, we're shutting you down. So I'm like, okay.
Can't silence me. No.
I'm trying to think of what else to talk about next.
After work, you go to the bar, you go to the store, public places. Stupid people, that's my pet peeve.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like we were talking for 30 minutes. Well, it's 21, but I wanted to stop because if we got close enough, it would cut us off. So. Alright. And we're back. So, after pet peeves at work, we could, let's go to pet peeves in public places like grocery stores,
Bars,
restaurants.
any public place we'll talk about.
So, pet peeves in public places? Oh boy. Opening the ball, everything.
I guess my biggest pet peeve in any public place is like just loud people. Like when you go out to a bar and someone gets really drunk and is just yelling and screaming, maybe not in a fighting manner, but just that obnoxious loud. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. I don't really need to explain it, but that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
You want me to give
And
you
it's
an example?
especially when I'm with the person who is being obnoxious is one of my biggest pet peeves. Like I already hate it, like just when it's a stranger, but when it's someone I'm with, then I'm just ready to leave that person at that bar or restaurant or whatever.
And if you want an example, please do go over to my blog site and read, I think it's called Hey Drunk Guy at the Bar. Because we went for my sister-in-law's birthday party at Dave & Buster's, and we were waiting for them to get there, so we went to the bar, and he got a drink, and there was this guy just being, obnoxiously loud, talking about, taking shots, and how he was already, pre-gaming
all day,
and
he had a flask on him at the bar in Dave & Buster's pouring himself drinks.
And if someone listening doesn't know what pre-gaming is, it means you're drinking before you get to the place where you're going to be drinking. So he was pretty much probably already drunk before he got there.
And this was the night of MMA. What is it?
It was a big MMA fight.
What's it called? UFC event. So he was there to watch that, and obviously, sometimes that doesn't bring out the best people.
Yeah. So, if you want to experience how I felt about that guy, then definitely go over and read that blog, because that's how I feel about people being just obnoxious. And like you said, then being with that person that's being obnoxious, you just please just don't let people know I'm with you.
Yeah.
I don't want people to know that
Or
I'm
you have
with
to
that
apologize
person.
for everything that person does, to everyone, that he's annoying.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No. It's almost like babysitting a child, where you're babysitting.
But it's 20 times worse because they're a grown-ass human.
Yeah. They're an adult, so.
They're an adult that's obliterated.
Yeah, it's horrible. So going to grocery stores?
I hate people that, when you say excuse me, they just look at you. This goes back to my Walmart rant. I had it happen again. When was that? 2 days ago? Not 2 days ago. It was last week. We went to Walmart. We were at the self-checkout. Two ladies had their carts completely blocking. Here's the self. Okay, you can't see it on the podcast, but there's two self-checkouts at the end. And they had their carts, so it's basically blocking how you would get out. So we checked out, and then I said, "Excuse me," to the one lady, and she just completely ignored me. She kind of side-eyed me, but then she just went about her business scanning her product. And then the other lady right next to her saw me, so she moved her cart. So I thank that lady. Thank you for that. But it's the other person
Yeah.
that I was talking to that absolutely did nothing and just ignored me like I was a peasant. Like I was inconveniencing her life to ask her to move her cart because she was in the way of blocking the way of the exit.
Yeah, and I think that was the same day we were standing in the chip aisle, and one of my pet peeves is like, if you're standing in the way of something and somebody needs something or to get past you, like, they don't ask you to move. They just like act like you're inconveniencing their lives because you're standing there. Like, you should know that that's where they want to go and they want to move. Like, this lady wanted.
Just say, excuse me, how hard is it?
Yeah, this lady wanted to get like chips, and instead of saying like, excuse me, like I need to get chips, she like was grunting and like making like these noises.
So you know what we do? We just stand there even more. If you're not gonna say
Yeah.
anything, we're just gonna annoy you even more.
Well, and then you finally were like, I think she's trying to get chips, and then she gets like these bag of chips. She looks at them,
And then puts them back.
and then she throws them in another spot. Like, that's not the one that she wanted. And it's like, we're civil enough to ask people like, excuse me, can you please move? But then you have the people that literally will not ask you to move. They just will grunt and make noises because they're mad that you're standing in a spot that they want to be in. It's people while you're grocery shopping are just ridiculous.
Yeah. There's a lot of annoying people out there.
People that just like stand in your way. Another pet peeve of mine, and I hate when like people see me and they want to like stand and talk to me in the middle of an aisle or in the middle of like a walkway. Do not stand and have a conversation with somebody in the middle of like where people are trying to shop or walk. Like, have the decency to like
Pull
move.
your cart to the side.
Yeah, like move yourself. So like, if someone sees us at the store and they want to talk to us, like we move our cart into like the middle things where like we know no one is going to be like inconvenienced by us standing there and talking. But you have those people that just want to stand there in the middle of the way where everybody is, and then people have to like move around them, and then they get like angry because you're like asking them to move, or people are like trying to get around them. Like, no, you're inconveniencing everybody else around you because you want to stand there and talk to whoever you're talking to. So take note and move yourself to another place. So.
Alright. Movie theaters. Something that what are you laughing at?
Because I think I know where this is going.
What?
Go ahead.
You say it. I want to know if you know.
No, go ahead.
No, tell me.
Nope.
I'm not saying it.
Oh my gosh.
I want to know what you would think.
You're talking about people talking?
Well, that's part of it, but I think that's everyone's pet peeve at a movie theater. Alright, so first, yeah, people talking are really annoying. Even during the previews, like, who was it? Where did we... Oh, I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so anyways, people talking is obviously annoying. People kicking the back of your seat. If there's a little kid in the theater or it's like a younger person and they just keep kicking the back of your seat, you know, rustling around, shaking candy.
Using your cell phone, even during the previews or during the movie, it's completely annoying because they ask you to turn it off. So just, it's not important to be on the internet while you're in the movies.
Yeah, I would have to say talking is the most annoying.
Did you forget where you were going?
No,
'Cause I thought you were going
I was gonna say, I don't remember. I thought we were with someone and they were just like talking through the whole movie. Oh, when we went to go see It, but that was a bunch of drunk people watching It, so they were like loud in the mess.
Yes.
We were the group of people that, like, I was not talking and being obnoxious, but our two friends were. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I barely work late.
Who did we go see it with? There's only 4 people we went with. We're not gonna say their names.
It's funny.
We're friends with them. We love them.
Yes,
but
we do.
It was just a funny thing that happened because everyone knows we were that group of people that you
Yes, we
absolutely hate in a movie theater.
I
They
slept
were-
through that whole movie.
They were. We went to Oktoberfest beforehand. They got really drunk. We got drunk and a bunch of bottles of
And
wine.
then we decided we were going to sit and watch a 2-hour movie.
And it was especially we were in the front row.
Yeah. That's the only seats
So-
we could get together.
Our one friend, he was the most obnoxious, running back and forth. Him and his boyfriend. I don't even know. He was sitting next to him, and then he wound up by my sister, and he just
Yeah.
kept going back and forth. And he was like talking during the whole
It was
movie, so
funny.
it was really funny. But obviously, the people in the theater weren't. We know they didn't find it funny.
Yeah, we know they were not thoroughly enjoyed it.
So we were that annoying group of people, but that's my biggest pet peeve is people talking, and especially, like I said, again, being with someone who's doing that. It's like, oh my God, why is this happening?
That's why I said.
But like I said, we were all really
Yeah.
drunk, so most of us slept through it, but there were some that were just a little rowdy.
Yeah. Or another pet peeve of mine going to the movies is I'm really like respectful to the fact that like when I buy popcorn and soda or candy and stuff, when I leave, I take it with me and I throw it away. There's garbage cans right out the door. And my biggest pet peeve is the people that just like, they leave their garbage. Like I understand there's people that come in and they clean the theaters before the next movie, but you buy the stuff, so take your stuff to the garbage. There's like literally when you walk out that door, there's a garbage can right there to throw all your stuff away. So take the time, pick up all your garbage and take it with you and throw it out. It's not the person's job to clean up the theater afterwards to clean up all your trash.
It is, though.
Well,
It is their job.
I understand that's their job, but be decent enough to do it yourself.
I don't know. It's their job to do it. I'm not. I've done it a few times where I just left my stuff and said, screw it. But it's like at baseball games or sporting events. You go to a hockey game, people all leave their food and drinks in the aisles because they have people that come and clean it up. Like, yeah, you could be nice and do it, but there's going to be a million other people that aren't
do it,
doing
yeah.
it, that are leaving their stuff. It's like at baseball games when you have the peanuts, you throw the shells on the ground.
Yeah.
They don't throw them in a cup. They just throw them right
Right.
onto the ground by the seat. That's
Right.
how it goes.
Alright. Is there a next place for pet peeves?
Restaurants,
Restaurant.
food places, when the waiter doesn't come back for an hour. When it's so dysfunctional
gosh,
running
yes.
a restaurant that you realize you can run it better than they can.
That was so bad. Or my biggest pet peeve about it could go both ways, is that either the customers are very rude to the people serving the food, or the people serving your food are really rude to you. So I mean, it could go it could go both ways or back and forth. But I just think it's a pet peeve of mine. Like, don't be rude to the people serving your food, but don't be like rude to your customers either.
Yeah, I mean that all depends on how their day's going. If a customer is rude to them, then they'll be rude
Yeah.
to the next customer, maybe.
I mean, I guess because I've worked at a couple of different food places, I personally have like experienced just like people taking out their like bad days on you, and then it puts like you're absolutely right because it puts you in a bad mood. But it's like, don't be mad at me because they forgot pickles on your hamburger. Or like, we could put pickles on your hamburger. Or don't be mad at me because you didn't know how to order your food. Or when we worked at McDonald's, don't get mad at me because at 3 a.m. you want ice cream and our machine's down. So.
I mean, but that's annoying. I didn't get mad at them, but how do you go to McDonald's and I order an iced coffee? How do you not have iced coffee?
Oh, yeah.
How can you not make me an iced coffee? Like, I understand you might have to, they put it in the fridge the night before? How do they do it?
To make iced coffee legitly at McDonald's, this is not like sharing secrets or anything, but they put a bunch of ice in a container, they brew the coffee, and they put the coffee over ice. That's it.
So why, when I went to McDonald's,
You can literally just put ice in a cup and put coffee in
that's
it.
all I wanted. I told them fill the cup with ice and pour the coffee that's sitting right there, the hot coffee you have, fill it into that cup. Why can't you do that? But no, they didn't have any iced coffee made. So that was really annoying. And that was just them being lazy, I think.
Yeah, because no matter what, coffee takes literally minutes.
I mean, give me a cup of ice and give me a hot coffee and I'll do it myself if you legally can't do it for some reason.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. I just wanted a black iced coffee. No cream, no sugar, nothing. Just give me a cup of ice and give me the coffee. I would have done it myself.
Yeah, that's true. Another pet peeve of mine at restaurants is when like you tell them like you're ordering and they still get it wrong. It's like I told you exactly what I wanted to do and you still got it wrong. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Or when you go to a restaurant or a bar, like I understand some places are busy, but you go when there's no one there and so you order a beer, let's just say a Corona, and you got the last one. They don't tell you, oh, it's the last one. But when you go to order your second one, oh, they don't have them? How do you not have them?
Yeah.
You're dead. There's no one here. Who ordered a Corona other than me? How do you only have one in the house when you have a fully operational bar?
Right. Yeah.
I understand things run out, I get that, but it seems to happen a lot.
Right.
And especially, how do you run out of like Coors Light? Like it's happened where that's like the cheap beer that a lot of people are drinking. It's on tap. It's on a beer bottle. How do you run out of that too? You don't. Maybe you do, whatever. But that's annoying. That's why it's a pet peeve.
Yeah, definitely. Any more places for pet peeves? I think that almost covers them all.
Covers a lot of them. I'm sure there's a lot more we could, if we like wrote them down and thought about it, we could
Yeah, if
talk
we actually
about.
like sat and really thought about it, but
That covers enough.
that covers a lot.
That covers. Hopefully this makes you happy, Jeremiah.
Yeah, hopefully that was enough for you. Yeah, because like that definition says, anything that just annoys you is a pet peeve. Like literally anything someone does that annoys you. Like saying after everything you say is a pet peeve of mine, and I absolutely hate it.
Stores skipping over Thanksgiving and going right to Christmas. Why? That's so stupid. Why do you have to skip over Halloween?
They do that, yeah.
Halloween, basically, I mean, they
go
do
from
Halloween
to Christmas.
Most, like Target, Walmart, they'll do Halloween.
And then they go
You get a little glimpse of Thanksgiving in there in the fall, autumn section around Halloween time, but they go right into Christmas after Halloween. Why? Why?
Yeah, they do.
It's stupid. It's annoying. I like Christmas, but I like Halloween and Thanksgiving better. So give it the time it deserves.
Yeah, they absolutely do. That's
Yeah, it's annoying. I don't need to see a Christmas tree around Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, as soon as after the day after Thanksgiving, I'm fine with it. But I don't need to see it before Thanksgiving. Put up all your Christmas stuff the day on Black Friday. Like they already have their Christmas stuff up like the day after Halloween. I think they put it up, the 1st of November.
Yeah.
They put up all their Christmas stuff in the stores. They're starting to. Like do it at the first day after Thanksgiving. That would be the best time to do it because you don't need it 2 months before the frickin' holiday. Anyways.
So that is pet peeves, everybody. So I feel like we have covered a lot of topics, different areas of pet peeves, and share with us your guys' pet peeves in any of the places and topics we covered, what your pet peeves are at work, at home, in the car, at restaurants, at bars, at movie theaters. Just share with us what your guys' pet peeves are. Jeremiah, you better be definitely sharing with us what your pet peeves are.
I think we know some of his pet peeves already.
Yeah, and let us know how you guys feel about some of your pet peeves, if some are more so than others. Even if you think they're silly, always share with us, because I don't care if they're silly or not, they're still pet peeves for you. So, everybody, that is pet peeves. That was almost 30 minutes too. It's recorded for like an hour.
Yeah, good. Not a lot to talk about.
Yeah. I can't remember, are we going to do, what did I say last week?
Definitely an espresso taste. Smooth. Very good. What did we say last week?
Yeah. So I remember I said one and you're like, oh, well, Jeremiah wants us to do this one. Okay.
I don't remember.
Oh, because I was talking about kids' TV shows, how they're different from when we were kids to how they are now.
Kids' TV shows.
Yeah.
TV shows when we were kids. What shows we liked?
And how they're different now.
If anyone else watching has had this cigar, let me know how you like it. Probably won't be something I ever get again, to be honest with you. It's not anything special.
Do you have that little saying thing?
You always ask me. Of course I got it.
He's pulling up our ending for podcast.
Crabs.
And like always, we always keep it open to you guys. If there's a certain topic that you guys want us to cover or talk about, we feel free to just comment and ask us and let us know, because we're open to talking and trying to cover different topics.
We're also looking at having people that we can actually communicate with on the podcast. So someone wants to come have their seat in the lounge. We're gonna prepare some questions to maybe whatever topic we're gonna talk about. Like Jeremiah, we'll have him on one of the episodes maybe.
Yeah. He's talked about maybe sometimes stopping by and being on one, which would be neat. But if we could know what kind of topic we're going to talk about and prepare questions, and just like with last week's episode, trying to open it up to, like I said, new podcasts and stuff like that. And trying to open it up that way as well. I have put a little thing on my blog site too, so I've opened it also to maybe talking to other bloggers or other YouTubers, to get more of just different type of episodes and stuff like that out there. So if you are a other YouTuber or a blogger who would be interested in contacting me to do an episode on my podcast, then comment or go over to our Instagram and reach me and message me and let me know. I am open, and if you want to do it on Friday nights with us, we are open to trying to set up a video call if you have to do it that way as well, to do that and figure that out and learn new things along the way.
So what are you gonna say? The show's growing up?
What?
Show's growing up? The next topic?
Yeah, because we could talk about how, I want to talk about how, like, shows for us
Changed.
growing up, yeah, has changed, like, from when we were kids to now. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Once again, please do remember to go over to our Instagram pages or our Twitter pages or even our YouTube to leave comments and be able to reach us and communicate with us better, so we can start talking to our listeners and our followers. So next week we will be discussing kid shows that we watched when we grew up and how they're different from the kid shows that are on TV nowadays.
This is Friday Nights in the Cigar Lounge. Remember to grab a stogie and enjoy the lounge.
Did I say something wrong?
No.
You looked at me like
Did it sound like I said or whatever?
Oh, like last week? Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like that again?
No, I said I don't know.
Alright, so usually it takes us a lot longer to come up with a topic, but we got ours done, so we'll sign off on the video. Right?
Yeah. So thanks for joining us for another Friday night in the Cigar Lounge, guys.
So grab a stogie and enjoy the lounge.